Hello everyone and welcome back to your piano lesson. If you are here for the first time, I am Gianluca Fronda, your virtual piano teacher. If you want to discover interesting facts about me, you can watch the introduction video of this channel. I'm leaving the link in the description of this video, where you will find also the link for my artistic channel, Gianluca Fronda, pianist and composer, if you're interested in original music and covers. Talking about this channel, don't forget to subscribe and let me know about yourself by commenting. Tell me when you have started, if you're finding my channel interesting and you're improving your skills also thanks to my videos. And don't forget also to share with your friends if there is anybody interested in piano music, anybody that you know. So now time to go to our lesson. Today is time for the 14th music theory lesson, and I want to talk about the triplet of crotchets or triplet of quarter notes, and about the most common mistakes made when studying and playing the triplets, especially the triplets of quavers of 8 notes. Well, let's start from the explanation of the triplets of crotchets of quarter notes. This is a very interesting case, not that immediate and easy like the triplet of quavers. Let's start from the most basic case. If you don't have any half count note in the piece, in the song, in the composition, it's anyways quite easy. Could be, let's use anyways a 4/4 as an example. You know that we can use either C or 4/4 to express the 4/4, yeah, the common time. Now, I was saying, if we have a simple example without any quaver, any eighth note, half count note in the song, it's quite simple. For example, we move from a C crotchet to a D crotchet, and then we get a triplet of crotchets, of quarter notes. Here, it won't be that complicated. I write 3, I add the arch on top, and let's try to understand which one is the change. You easily understand it. Here it's simply binary, here has to be ternary. Why? It is anyways a little bit tricky and complicated, the triplet of crotchets. Because obviously we are now occupying, let's say, we are covering 2 counts. It's not about subdividing the count as we did when talking about the triplets of quavers of 8th notes, where indeed you were subdividing the count in 3 equal parts instead of 2. Ta ta ti tan ta, like 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here no, this is taking 2 counts. Maybe let me add 1 extra bar. It could be even at the beginning of the bar. And we stop a middle C, 2 counts. You have 2 options. Either you do 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 4 3 3 could be tricky. You can even say 1 2 here. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. But more than ever, maybe now it's time, because I think that you're understanding how to work, how to study. At some point, it's clever to stop maybe counting using the numbers and using simply the fingers to tap the rhythm, or even to tap with the whole hand on the lap, wherever you like. So you can do simply ta ta. Playing will be ta 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 ta. I repeat again. Ya da 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 da. Learn how to swap, how to move from 2 to 3. Ta 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 ta. And try to understand now the biggest problem is the one that these 3, they have to fit in 2 counts. So instead of 2 counts, you have to place 3. And obviously these 3 counts have to be faster, these 3 notes. If I use, for example, a very basic speed, if you use the metronome, yeah? In the beat now are fitting 2 counts, maybe even slower. Let's do 40. This is the speed of 2 counts. 2 claps have to fit in 1 beat of the metronome. So 2 of your beats have to fit in 1 of the metronome. And now, pay attention. I want to pass from subdivision in 2, in 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let me also raise maybe the volume of my metronome. In this way is clear. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. In practice, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And this is the most basic case, where you don't need to subdivide the counts. Let's now consider one of the cases when we have half counts. We have to subdivide in our mind the counts, and we face a triplet like this one. Still same story, same 4/4 time signature. I might have, for example, C. I always compose for you exercises, guys, yeah? I hope that they sound nice. So da, da, for example, now 1 crotchet, and I do da, da, da. Now this is definitely more complicated, because indeed I am dividing in halves. I do 1 and 2 and now do you know which one is the way? The best way to solve this rhythmic problem now, if you want to be really exact, is the one of considering the 2 hidden quavers in each crotchet. It is possible anyways to do in the previous way, but if you find it tricky and you want to help yourself even more, you can follow this example. So if each crotchet, each quarter note has 2 hidden half counts in it, yeah? I think that it's quite easy to be understood. Now group these in blocks of 3 in this way. In this way you consider all like made of 2 smaller triplets. This one will turn, this triplet of crotchets will turn, and now we can use definitely the normal counting, so carry on 1 and 2, and this one will be with 3 here and this one with 4. Pay attention, it will be 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a. But even more attention, you have to be careful that the sound that is starting at the end of this triplet is held up to the beginning of the following one. So this note is in between the 2 small triplets. I do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a. 3 and a 4 and a. 3 and a 4 and a. You play on 3, on A of 3, and on end of 4. I repeat, you play on 3, on A of 3, and on end of 4. In practice, it will be 1 and 2 and 3 and A, 4 and A. Again, Gianluca. 1 and 2 and 3 and A, 4 and A. Not counting at all, it would be slightly faster. Let's place one more note straight after, otherwise seems to be broken, and then etc. I hope it's clear. I know that it's complicated, but this is in general the way we were considering the triplet of crotchets that has to definitely cover, has to take 2 counts. First count, second count, and this triplet is covering 2 quarters. 2 counts, 2 beats. I hope it is clear. Let me write it slightly bigger. In this way I even write the elements that I mentioned. I did. I'm copying exactly the same one, yeah? Doing it bigger maybe you will understand a bit more. So I did F. I will leave lots of space. I'm leaving lots of space just to write all as to be written, yeah? Not because it's really needed. And then we said we had E, for example, just as a start of the following bar. So I was saying, I'm drawing the hidden half count notes in each of them, and I was also saying that it's better to consider then in this way these subdivisions where they have to be, these are notes, yeah, to be considered like notes, but obviously are subdivisions of these beats. What do you say? Number, in this case 3, and here, A here, that I use the at, where I use the at, then we do 4, exactly here, we do and again, and A at the end again. Okay, so 3 and A, 4 and A. 3 you play on 3, on hand you hold, you play again on the A, 3 and A, where it falls this one. On 4 you hold down, on end of 4 you play, again the last one of the triplet, and on A you hold it down. To be honest, it's not that complicated. It seems to be very complicated because the explanation itself is not that easy. But if you understand quickly the concept, it's very easy. Simply refer to the sound. 1 and 2 and 3 and A, 4 and A, 1 and... Now I play showing you these the notes and hear the sound. 1 and 2 and 3 and A, 4 and A, 1 and... So that's all. This is the triplet of crotchets, of quarter notes, that obviously will take 2 beats. To end the lesson, I was talking about the most commonly made mistakes when playing the triplets. Obviously now I have to go on a new page. I want to use the triplets of Quavers. Let's use a very basic example. Let's use maybe bars of 2/4. So, again, something very simple in terms of notes. Ta, ta, and then ta, da, da. I want to write 2 of them. Then I do ta, now starting from a triplet. Ti, ta, ta. Obviously I have to add the 3 on top, and then we stop on a simple middle C. One of the most commonly made mistakes that I'm noticing after so many years of teaching is that in general you consider this triplet either in this way, but this is wrong, yeah? So either you consider like made, let me use also here, treble clef. I copy simply the notes of the triplet, yeah? You play either in this way. So where the first one is, I was about to write again, my fault. So where the first one is a quaver and then the second 2 turn like semi-quavers in your mind, or you have the tendency of doing this. Not you, that you are watching probably, you never made this mistake, but this is something that can happen, or in this way, where you turn the first 2 ones in semi-quavers. Obviously in this way what happened, that the first is longer than is twice the length of any of the following 2, or the first 2 are half of the length of the last one. This is not the way you play the triplet. This is a big no, big no. You do kind of da da da, and this is binary. It's a da da da. You see, the first one falls on the first half, and the following 2 are following on the second half of the count. But this is not the case. Or the other one is this, where you do da da da, where da da da, the first 2 are falling on the first half count, and the last one on the second. Ta ta ta. No, big no. This is a mistake. It's not how you should play these triplets. These triplets, they have to fit exactly with the same identical length and speed in one count. And the right way it is 1 and 2 and A, 1 and A, 2 and... It's very important that you pay attention to this end, don't worry, because I'm subdividing for you, yeah? I do. Let me do it here. Da, da, ta ta ting tan 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 ta. Ta da ta da dee da 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 da. Using counts 1 and 2 and they 1 and they 2 and look again at the fingers 1 and 2 and they 1 and they 2 and not at all. I'm playing now with the mistakes that I wrote. These ones were first is quaver and then 2 semiquavers and then 2 semiquavers and 1 quaver. This is the big no. 1 and ta 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 ta. Probably not exactly in this order, but it sometimes happened that you play the first example or the second one. No, no, no. And this is what I wanted to clarify today, because I see that these are the most commonly made. I hope it's enough. I know that the explanation of the triplets of crotchets quarter notes is quite tricky. If you have any question, don't hesitate to comment to let me know. But I hope that I've clarified enough. If it's the first time you're landing on my channel, thanks to this video, don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one. All the best.